You're smart. You know Russian, right? Fluently, so you'll be able to tell me what this means.
До сих пор. Я думаю, что дело идет к завершению, но все-таки это серьезная вещь.
I mean, you certainly know that this is Vladimir Putin, and you certainly know that what he's saying there is the most consequential statements that a Russian leader has said in 3 decades as it pertains to Russian, American, and Western relations, right? Well, you would be right, actually. I don't speak Russian. I have no idea. But the translators tell me that this is a incredibly positive sign, and it's positive because Donald Trump is a realist, and he has approached this relationship with Russia out of pragmatism and understanding that he can get what he wants if he plays his cards right, and that would be, of course, peace. We don't want to fund an infinity war with Ukraine. We don't want to fund an infinity war with Iran. We don't want to fund an infinity war Gaza or wherever. It's dumb. There's no appetite for it in America. And so let's wrap these things up. That's obviously been the take of this channel, and it's the take that anybody should want, especially if you want to win. If you want to win, the number one thing that can bog down an administration is foreign adventurism. It's never been popular in America, ever. World War II wasn't popular in America. No wars, no foreign wars have ever been popular for any administration. FDR and his administration were going to lose, by the way. FDR died, actually, before he was going to lose the election. That was going to happen. President Trump on Zelensky, he's going to have to get on the ball and start accepting things. When you're losing, they've lost a lot of territory. You're just going to keep losing.
It's accepting things. You know, when you're losing, because you're losing.
Do you think Ukraine has lost this war?
Well, they've lost territory long before I got here. They lost a whole strip of seafront, big seafront. I mean, you look at the maps. I've been here for 10 months, but you go back 10 months and take a look. They lost that whole strip. It's now a bigger strip. It's a wider strip, but they lost a lot of land, and it's very good land, too, that they lost. You certainly wouldn't say it's a victory.
I wouldn't say it's a victory. Nobody would say it's a victory in Ukraine. Ukraine has lost hundreds of thousands of square miles of territory, and Donald Trump's just being a wide-eyed, clear-eyed, sober realist. Maybe it's because Donald Trump is actually sober that he can see these things. He brought a 3-day ceasefire to Ukraine. This is the news on Friday, but then Vladimir Putin has followed up on President Trump, saying he wants this war to be over and he wants this major conflict to end. Putin is now saying the Ukraine-Russian war is at an end. Very, very positive sign here. Russian President Vladimir Putin said on Sunday in a shocker of a press conference that the war has come to an end. The outlet reported that the Russian president told reporters that he believed the matter is coming to an end, and he stated that he was open to the discussion about fresh European security arrangements, and he thanked President Trump. I would like to see a big extension, Trump told the Hill's sister network News Nation at the White House. Putin thanked President Trump effectively for negotiating between the sides. Trump announced earlier on Friday, Moscow and Kyiv had a ceasefire. This is very positive. They're not going to be killing people. It's been very, very good. Since the beginning of the second term, Trump met with Putin and Zelensky. Putin suggests the war is coming to an end hours after a dismal Victory Day parade. Okay. Putin, I think the conflict is heading towards a conclusion. I think the matter is moving forward to a completion.
Серьезная вещь, которая продолжается до сих пор. Я думаю, что дело идет к завершению, но все-таки это серьезная вещь.
Nice. Okay. I'm sure you got all of that. I did. I think it's heading towards a conclusion. Trump has said he's moving towards peace now in our time. And the special military operation is coming to an end. Putin went on to say that the conflict is coming to an end, and he thanked President Trump for effectively calming down both sides. Coming to an end, Russia controls roughly 20% of Ukraine, but has failed to make key advances in more than 4 years of the full-scale war. So Russia went and got their piece. I mean, they took 20% of Ukraine. Will they keep it? I mean, you know, I don't know. I'm not sure. Putin sounds shocked. Finland chooses NATO. Anyway, we'll see. We have territorial disputes with Finland. Everything else is going to be settled. We'll see. Coming for an end. Good for markets, they say. Let's see. This is the decree of Ukraine. I mean, what has Ukrainian leaders been saying? I mean, it is a very positive thing that Zelensky here saying that they're going to have a ceasefire. They're going to have a prisoner exchange. This is very positive news. Ceasefire regime must also be established, and Russian captivity. I've instructed our team to promptly prepare everything that is necessary for the exchange. I thank the President of the United States and his team. So both leaders are thanking Trump, their productive diplomatic involvement. We expect to see the United States ensure that the Russian side fulfills these agreements. Glory to Ukraine. Well, this dude has brought absolutely no glory to Ukraine, but we are hyped to see peace in our time. We want this conflict to end. We want all these conflicts to end. There are, Ukraine signs a peace deal with Russia before 2027. Looks like the chances of that are spiking right now and are at 34%. So that's something. I would love nothing more than to see President Trump with a agreement between these two men. It'd be amazing to see a literal peace summit at the White House or in Geneva or wherever the hell they went, in the Arctic Circle, for all I care. In between the two men, Donald Trump has a great relationship between these two men. It's one of the strangest and most interesting reports out of the Iran war conflict is that President Trump has been on the phone with Vladimir Putin like practically the entire time. So here's breaking right now. President Trump saying that the Iran peace agreement is totally unacceptable. Thank you for your attention to this matter. I think that President Trump is using the Iran war as a way to end the Ukraine war. And this is just my major takeaway here, is that Donald Trump knows that Russia wants Iran as an ally, that there's this strange triangle between them and China. He's using this as a leverage point. Now there's two leverage points, Ukraine and Iran. Russia can act as a mediator, and they have been doing that with Iran. And you could facilitate the end of both wars flipping, and the end of both those wars are going to mean incredible things for Donald Trump, just as long as the terms are acceptable. And they're not going to be for some people, but just the end of the war is going to be highly acceptable for the markets and for people here in America. They're going to view Trump as the great peacemaker, the great deal maker. And so the end of both wars are going to be a massive W for Trump. So I think that that's what's going on here. And you're starting to see that coalesce. You're starting to see that happen. First, President Trump and President Zelensky and President Putin are all saying peace is going to happen in Ukraine. They're all saying it. They're all thanking one another. Do you understand what's happening? Are you putting the pieces together? It's a wild time. Very interesting time. Pray for peace. Blessed are the peacemakers. They'll be called the children of God. President Trump says he could go to heaven, maybe, if he ends the Ukraine and Russia war. So there it is. Good news on your Sunday. It's your boy Benny.